few weeks ago. I mean, a couple different personnel things with them. So how does that change them?
Well, they've won some games. I think they're playing with a lot more confidence. Well, he's a good coach, and he's had time to. They're doing some different things than what they were. They're really driving the ball. Really doing a good job driving the ball.
I guess the cliff notes from talking to Stevenson is their freshmen aren't killing them anymore. They're veteran players, and the young guys that were giving them issues aren't doing that anymore.
Well, who am I to dispute what Eric would say? You know?
That was the cliff notes anyway. But net of it is they're playing better.
Yeah, they've won some games. I mean, I think when you win some games, I think you're a little more motivated. They were Iowa State. They were really good. They were really good. They really attacked the rim, put a lot of pressure on the rim.
What about Texas?
Texas is really good.
So was that a combination of them, Texas not playing as well? Was that a combination of Texas Tech playing great against them?
I think it was Texas was pretty happy they beat us like a drum.
Okay.
Which I think happens, you know.
Yeah. Ball movement is vital against these guys, the way they play. Reversing the ball and, you know, that type of thing. That's the deal.
Sounds like you've been talking to Eric.
Well, that was actually Josh's scouting report from the first time I remember. Yeah.
They overload the side.
Yeah.
But they did that before. They're gonna really stack the ball side to try to stop penetration, try to make it shoot the ball over top of them, which is good. I mean, as long as you can recover the reversals, and that's a very sound way to play. He's a good coach. I mean, he's been coaching forever. He's a really good coach.
Speaking of coaches, you've had a lot of guys that have come up through you that have been coaches. Now, with obviously Joe and Darius and Calhoun and all these guys. Is there a common theme when they're coming up, even if they're not quite ready? Do you see them? And then, you know, obviously we talked to Eric. He wants to coach. Do you see that in young guys that it's there?
Well, Darius was Darius had a great perception as to what was going on, what was supposed to go on. Had a great feel. And kind of really understood the game. You know, and I think John did a great job with him. Joe, you know, I think Joe got better and better, and I think Joe as we kind of all do, you start to realize that your future is not as a player. You know, it's more in some other aspect of the game. It doesn't have to be coaching, but you know, something like Johnny West. I mean, Johnny is pretty high up in the organization in terms of selecting who's on the team, who's not on the team, that kind of thing. I mean, everybody has their own ideas, and I think, you know, Darius always wanted to be a coach. Joe wanted to be a coach, but you know, Joe didn't really want to be a college coach. Joe always had his sight on the NBA.